Alright guys, today we have a workout which is the Tabatas. Tabata interval training. With those kind of trainings, interval training, we actually train our endurance. So with a short amount of time of work, with a short amount of rest, we increase the endurance. So we have today the Russian kettlebell swing. Squats, just air squat with your own body weight. Push press with an external weight, if you have any. Otherwise, it can be something really easy like a water bottle. And with sit-ups for a little bit of a burn in the air. The idea is that you have 8 times 20 seconds of work and then 10 seconds of rest. So one round or one time is 30 seconds, and you repeat that for 8 times per movement. And then when 8 rounds for the whole movement are done, then you move to the next movement. Yeah. For the warm-up, we will we'll start with some shoulder rotations. Coach Paulo is going to show you that. Every movement you just show a couple of reps in the plank position, and you rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise with your upper body. That's it. Then knee to elbow. So you keep your body as tight as possible. Don't move too much, like don't kick your leg up. Move it slow and controlled. Left knee to the opposite elbow. Thank you. Then we have Hindu push-ups, like a vacuum cleaner. You start in down facing dog, bring your nose to the ground, and reach up. From there, back to the down facing dog. Mobility in the upper spine and lower back. And thereby also a bit of the shoulder one. Then we have straight leg sit-up. So sit-up, as you know, from a laying position, but then with your legs straight and sitting up. That's it. You can throw your arms up so there's a little bit more momentum. And this you will feel not only your abs but also your hip flexors, so the upper part of your upper thighs. And then the push press. The push press, Paul is going to use the red bag, but at home you can do this with a water bottle, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, whatever you have. Small dip through the legs, Paul, if you turn 90 degrees. Small dip through the knees, you keep your heels on the ground, and then extending your legs and pushing the back up. Thank you. And then we end with tuck-ups. Again, can you show me? Yeah, that's it. Hold position, and from there, reach for your heels. Of all these movements, we do 20 reps as a good warm-up for the workout, for the Tabata. The idea is with the workout, with the warm-up, to get your heart rate up a little bit. So workout, the 20 seconds of work, and then the 10 seconds of rest. We start with the Russian kettlebell swing. You can do this with anything as well as the push presses. It's all about the hip hinge. So slide, your hips go back, chest go forward to create momentum. Well, if you can turn 90 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Sorry guys. Used to.
Yeah. So you see that he's slightly leaning forward, not squatting, but also not making a good morning all the way. Create power by the legs and hips. Then we have the air squats. Air squats, hips lower than the knees, of course. So, of course, this how we measure it. And push press as a third movement. Small dip again. And try to go as fast and as hard as you can each round again. So the idea with the Tabata workout is that you start, you go all out, and then of course after every round you get more fatigued and the numbers will drop. The lowest amount of reps that you can get in those 20 seconds, that's your score. So if I start with 20 push presses, and one of the 8 rounds I get 10, then 10 is my score. If you start at 10 and you end at 20, still 10 is my score. And that goes for all the movements. So if you go all out, you start like really slow with your movement, then you've got everything out of this workout. You can also play safe and go to moderate amount of reps every time. That's not the idea of the workout, guys. Okay, sit-ups, last one. You can place something in your lower back that fills up a little bit of the gap in your lower back if you have mobility issues. Also, it creates a little bit more momentum to get up, a bit easier to get up. Again, use your arms, heels together, and your heel as close to your butt as possible. Alright, after you've done this, you can take a little bit of a rest, drink a little bit, get your heart rate down, and after that, we go to the stretching. Now, 90 seconds of stretch, the door stretch. You hold the frame of the door, and you should feel this in your chest and a little bit inside of your arms. 90 seconds left, 90 seconds right, and then we go to the upward facing dog. Upward facing dog is something you did in the warm-up already. When we do push-up, you can see that Paula has a really flexible lower spine. Also 90 seconds hold, guys. And you can also do this in the swing pose on your elbow. Good alternative, less tiring. Well, enjoy.
Have fun.